It's Joey Cassano right here from thewinningwagers.com. Going to talk a little bit about today. Going to talk a little bit about the New Era Pinstripe Bowl. Let me go over today. First of all, I'm got completely effed on Rutgers plus 2.5. They lose by 3. Looked great pretty much the entire game to the last quarter. Their quarterback just could not get anything going. The running back got injured. Running game couldn't get anything going. The defense is definitely one of the best in the country this year. They did their job, but quarterback, and that gave me a loss right there. I had Baylor plus 9.5. They only lose by like 7 tonight to Gonzaga. That gives me a win. And then I'm on Missouri plus 3.5 over UCLA, and that game just went in overtime. So we'll talk a little bit about the Pinstripe Bowl between West Virginia and Syracuse. And I bet on both of these teams a little bit this year. The one that sticks out the most to me is West Virginia and Kansas State to go over the posted total. Would have given me a perfect day that day. I don't remember who else I had, but I remember that because I would have had a perfect day when West Virginia only put up maybe like 14 points or 7 points against Kansas State. They got completely demoralized at home against Kansas State. I want to say the final score was like 55-14, which is 69. The total was like 70. I had it to go over. It didn't obviously go over. That really pissed me off anyways, and they kind of fell off my radar. I liked Syracuse at the beginning of the year. I thought that they were going to be a decent team. I had bet on them a few times as well, or against them. I'm trying to pull up my statistics here, and I'm not seeing it. And man, technology sometimes is so overrated. Anyways, we had a pretty decent day yesterday, going 1-1. We had the over in the Duke game, lost the Bowling Green game. I've had a pretty good bowl season so far. I want to say my record is something like 8-4, and then, like I said, had a decent day. Got Missouri going into overtime right now as I speak. What the heck is the problem with this thing? My God. Give me 1 second, folks, and I'll pull it up. You have to excuse me on this. That's not it. That's it. But the point spread's sitting at Syracuse plus 3.5. The total is actually at, let's see. What is the problem? Jesus. Here we go. Sorry about that. The total's sitting at 71.5. The last time these two teams played was last year, and I remember that game. It was like a Thursday night game, I want to say, and Syracuse completely skull-dragged West Virginia as 14-point dogs, winning straight up at home. I remember that game. And then this year, though, let's see. West Virginia started off great. Then they just started losing to all good teams. I actually bet against them when I had Texas Tech plus 3.5. Texas Tech completely beat them. And like I said earlier about the Kansas State total, that completely just made me angry that they didn't come back and respond at home. Then they lost to TCU barely. Then they lost to Oklahoma State by more than 20. And then they lost to Oklahoma by 1. They beat Iowa State and they beat Kansas. Not much to say. And they beat Baylor. They beat Maryland. Syracuse, on the other hand, they beat Missouri at Missouri. Beat Louisville. They got smashed by Cincinnati. Well, they lost by 11 to Cincinnati. Barely beat South Florida. Lost to my boys Rutgers that lost today. They're okay. I like their quarterback. You know, Nassib's not a bad quarterback at all. He's got some decent numbers for sure. If you want to find out where I'm going to be on this game, get on over to the website. That's thewinningwagers.com. You can sign up for it at the link right below. Like I said, I've had a great bowl season. I want to say I'm either 9-4, 8-4. 8-4, I think. 66%. What are you going to do? Pretty good record. Like I said, I'm hoping for a winning day today as long as Mizzou can hold up for me against UCLA. I got them at plus 3.5. My name's Joey Cassano. I hope you enjoy the game. Get with me tomorrow if you want to hear where I'm at.